Today I want to share more about divine feminine principle. Yesterday we talked about honor and honoring our commitments, which is actually divine masculine quality, sacred masculine quality. And when you are honoring yourself, others, your commitments, life in general, your internal masculine is definitely okay. But what we are often forgetting to talk about, at least in the spirituality circles I'm finding myself currently, we talk about inner child healing, we talk about divine masculine or how to lead yourself, but we are not talking about divine feminine principle, at least not in this way. So, what I want to share with you today is my personal story because I've got a comment that said, "Oh my god, you are doing so well. Lucky you. You are so upbeat, vital, happy." But uh, I'm happy if someone sees me that way. I mean, it's always good to hear something like that. It means your inner child is okay. But I'm actually going through, you can say, grief around certain connection that I've lost. And what I want to share with someone out there, if you feel like you are less because you cannot be upbeat and vital and joyful like everyone else, it's okay. Your feelings matter. And each and every one of us has its own principle of grieving, way of grieving, however you want to call it. What happened to me is losing very important connection in my life. And in the first video that very day, I was very sad, and yet I pressed the button and recorded myself. But that's how I do. Don't feel less valid if that is not your way of going through the sadness. What is also important to mention, divine feminine principle, or if you will, feminine principle is general. It's all about holding space for yourself. It's about accepting rather than pushing. It's about surrendering to what is rather than trying to lead yourself somewhere else. It's about accepting that maybe, yes, you are a crazy person like me, and yes, you are going to cry in the middle of the morning, and then you are going to go through the sacred rage, and then you are going to feel joyful and upbeat, and maybe even a moment later you are going to find yourself dancing around the house, which you love to do, really, really, really. But that's okay. And if you are needing space to grieve and maybe even feel like you are in a deep sadness, almost like on a verge of depression, that's also okay. As long as you are letting yourself feel that, as long as you are being true with that, as long as you are letting emotions to move through your body as they are already. So I guess my message for today is, even if you are feeling sorry right now, it's okay. If you feel joyful, it's okay. If you feel full of rage, it's okay. If you feel confused and stuck, it's okay. Just pay attention to how I'm saying it's okay. None of the emotions are here or here. Each and every one is here. And just from our perspective, it's where we are going to put them, right? So, um, yeah, if you feel like your sadness is different than sadness of other people out there, it's okay. Personally, I don't feel comfortable just yet sharing myself crying in video for the world, right? It's like a personal thingy. But if you feel like doing that, I'm always going to clap and to support you. So wherever and whenever this video finds you, give yourself a pat on the back, give yourself a hug, and say to yourself, it's okay where I am right now.